games and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers offense will go to work first. This series has been built on tight games, but LSU destroyed that line of thinking by blowing out the Tide last season.
And I really feel like LSU is one of the few programs in the country that on paper matches up very well with the Crimson Tide year after year. And last year, David, we saw all of those athletes make so many plays.
There's so many athletes. Not only did they match up, they got to celebrate. That game was early because it was a blowout. They got to celebrate, and Alabama didn't like it. I look for this rivalry game to be heated.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the move at the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Best. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A first down run in the red zone. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Bringing the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be damned, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punter. field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown LSU.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Here comes that Alabama offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wants to go up top on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked off his feet. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meadows. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to keep it in the air. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Louisiana. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his man. It's Presley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's best. Gonna let it fly. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's complete on the right side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Bama. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all.
A shot toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Showing off the arms. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Just keeps slinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Moon. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know it can make big plays.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid...
Heel off one deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you see them there taking a shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. The RPO, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Best. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now he'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They booted away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama quickly back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Moon. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Crosses the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Up-tempo for the offense. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner will be brought down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's best. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. That's caught. It's Presley. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
One more snap coming before halftime.
You got that cheat code, offense.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd down play from the gun. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to the ground game on the left. Slithers into space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Meadows. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Under fire. Unleashes one. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. 6th play of the drive coming up. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's into the open down the middle. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Best. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength, it's literally, I know when to break up.
Going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Little. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. 4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the right back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick strike complete. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
To the air. It's Best. Snagged out of the air. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Across the 25, he's got room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
LSU will get a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football.
Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Best. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Under fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think...
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. Nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU built its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the returner is stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
To the air, it's Best. Dumps it off in the flats. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Plucks it out of the air. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bringing the heat. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is